Oh, fantastic. We're live now. Yay. Trust Crash Course. John McCagg here. We're going to tell you about a trust, or this short little course, okay? That's what we're going to tell you about. This trust that you could operate, anyone, okay? For any business, any personal, whatever, anything, okay? You operate this trust, have a regular bank account, debit card, all that regular stuff, okay? Just wherever you're banking now. And you don't pay taxes, or you don't report taxes. Yeah. Doesn't matter what you do. You just get this particular type of trust with this EIN. Go open the bank account from, and whatever you get, Stripe or PayPal or however money goes in there, it doesn't matter. Check, it doesn't matter. Okay? Whatever you do, money goes out. Pay whatever. Any choices you make, it doesn't matter. Okay? It's not rule based on action, it's based on the structure. Just have the bank account, get the right EIN, no reporting taxes to the IRS ever again, and no paying taxes to the IRS. Fantastic, right? That's what we're going to tell you about today. There are other benefits too. You should stick around. And if you have any questions, just go ahead and type them out in the chat, all right? And I'll get to them. All right, I'm just getting started here. So we got a couple questions in here already, which is cool. You guys don't call back. No, we don't. Nor do we write back. No, we email back. We email contact@liberty8academy.org. We do email back. Absolutely, we do. We are always emailing back. And no, we don't call back. That's true. Gee, all right. Hey, Jack. When will the price go up? It's in a week or something like that. I think it's the 14th or 15th. It's up on the website that it's 20% off right now. So yeah, you still offer the trust without all the bells and whistles? No, we do not. No, because just like a basic thing. No, that didn't help anyone. You see, everybody wants a lower price, but they're like, but we can't give you everything you need at that price point. So at this point, everybody wants to be able to build credit for the trust, and they need to talk to me, because each situation is a little unique. So you do need my time, and all the other information that goes with it, all the other videos and so on, the training that you need. We tried to do it at a lower price point and not give away this information, and those people got upset because they're like, I don't know how this works. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look, we're just going to do it the way it works, so that's the only way we're going to do it. Okay, from now on, we want happy outcomes. Okay, we have a team here. We have to help you. We have to get you through the process of training you. Okay, answer your questions, whatever they come up. So that takes expertise and some people and some help. All right, so this is the lowest price point we can deliver this course. It's way cheaper than Yale or Harvard or really any other school, and they don't have proof of outcome. In fact, because they don't have proof of outcome, you're worried. Why would I go to school there? We have testimonials, notarized affidavit for every testimonial. Our proof is it works. No one's has any problems. You just go and do this, and that's it. You're good. Okay. Kathy has a question. All right, Kathy. Will the trust allow the purchase of property singularly in a community property state? Yeah, 100%. Absolutely. The rules you're talking about, community property state, relate to your business called the person. Everyone's given a business called the person at birth, right? All capital letter name, 9-digit number. They call it straw man, the person, the sole corporation, SOLE corporation. Has a lot of names, but it's just a business. It's just a corporation that is supposed to mimic individuals, one individual per person. Okay, so the rule you're asking about, Kathy, is related to that business called the person, and we're going to operate a trust. Okay, and so those rules don't relate to this trust. Do you follow me? So anything you have on the trust, oh, I'm just trustee, oh, nothing, control everything. I just control what's in there. It's not mine. You see, it's a little trick they invented for themselves, the super wealthy, and it's legal to play that game, so we play that game. So good question. Absolutely, absolutely. It's a way to get away from that. Keep your information private, and you can pass it on to another generation easily with no inheritance tax because you can uh, just name a new trustee. You see, or a successor trustee. The trust didn't quit owning anything or nothing like that. You follow? So that's the way that trust handle those issues during life and not during life. Okay. G has a question. Kathy's got it. Oh, good. I explained it well enough. Good. And that was a good question, Kathy. If you have any more, shout out. Oh, that was a great one. I'm here for good questions. Okay, wonderful. G has a question. If I owe the IRS, will this trust prevent me from collections from the IRS? 100%. Yeah, because people don't owe anything, right? Your business called the person owes somebody. Put everything in the trust. Give your person that person. This is what I recommend. What people do with their person. You can't get rid of it. That's not happening, right? So you want to use everything to your advantage. This is called, what do I get accused of? And thank you for those accusers. Really, I get accused of gaming the system. I didn't make the system. I'm an accountant. That's my job to, I'm supposed to not have you pay low taxes, have you pay no taxes, and have you not even need an accountant. That's the best accountant. That's me, right? That's it. That's it. So, yeah, you just operate this trust, you see, and way it goes is you set up your person to have good credit cards. That's fine. That's not assets or anything. Nobody could take your credit cards. Nobody can take your debt. You're like, you can have it if you want it. But you don't take any income, no expenses, no assets, nothing in the name of the person. No bank account even, nothing. And there's nothing to take. No one can collect anything because there's nothing to collect. In fact, your person will have nothing, so go get SNAP, EBT, food stamps, whatever you want to call it. $350 a month, and it's proof. Look, I have a piece of plastic that says you call it it's a business called the person, but I have no money. Yay. It's all in your trust or whatever, and you never have any money for the rest of the time, so you have no worries about any collections ever. Yay, hooray. Okay. Good question, G. All right. No more questions, so I'm going to go, yay, on to the first slide here. Okay, here we go. Here we try to go. Yeah, there we go. Here we go, he says, hopefully. Anyway, so, yeah, who could do this, right? Anyone. For your person, any individual, anyone in the U.S. can do this. Anyone can operate a trust like this. Anyone. Okay? Anyone 18 or older. How's that? Yeah. No, it's a 20% discount to what it's going to be. Gee. Like, go through the checkout. You'll see. It's going to be in whatever, a week, 10 days, or I don't know the exact date. It's going to be 20% more. You see? So, yeah. All right. So this trust, and if you have any specific questions, honestly, it's about we have a team that does the marketing and can answer those questions. Gee, okay, I'm going to exact date and everything, and I'm sorry I don't know right offhand. I should probably have those notes next to me. But if anyone has any question, okay, contact@libertyaidacademy.org, all right? Just our main email, contact. Just write it and be like, hey, what are the details of that sale? And they will give you every detail, my team, okay? So, all right? That's the best way to handle it. Because you're trying to, I remember, G, you're trying to let me get this at the best price, and I need to know when that is. You're handling your money carefully. That's cool. Anyone else with the same question? Yeah, go ahead. Will the trust help build personal credit? No, but we teach you how to build credit for the trust. Okay, all right. So yeah, Kathy asks, what's the latest amount that can be put into account via the trust? I understand each account must be trusted. What's the latest amount via account? I don't know. Latest? I don't know what's the latest mean. What does that mean? Anytime anybody goes into the trust, that's it. That second, it's in the trust and it can't be taken out. Think of it this way. If I understand your question, I'm not sure I do. Correct me if I don't get it, please, Kathy. But let's say you're super wealthy, and last year you donated $1 million to PBS because you love your programming, right? You donated it to their foundation, their trust, right? And so this year the IRS says, "Oh, you owe us $1 million," and they go, "Hey, you paid $1 million to PBS last year." The IRS doesn't go, "Hey, PBS, give us that $1 million. That was theirs, now it's ours." No. Once it goes into a nonprofit like that, that's it. Into the black hole, the IRS can't get it. You follow? It's that simple. And the same rules apply to your trusts. It's not you. Whatever, it's not your money, that's it. So somebody coming out for collective, whatever, pop, goes into the trust, that second they're not going to get it. Boop, done. End of that discussion forever. I think maybe that was your question. I hope I answered it properly. Okay. Chip has a question. I am starting my trust journey. Good. Help on how to manage crypto portfolio to trust? No, it doesn't. It doesn't help you manage crypto. That would be a crypto manager. The trust is where you would put your crypto. Okay, you could get an account at Coinbase or what have you with this trust, so you don't have to pay taxes. But you manage your trust yourself. We're not trust managers. We're not money managers. We're not crypto managers. That's not our role here. That is your role. We teach you how to have your money in a tax-free entity and receive the benefits from that. But no, it's yours alone to choose to do what you want. If you want to go out there and look for a crypto manager on the web or whatever, that's not us, okay? All right, good question. Kathy, largest. Oh, largest amount. There's no largest amount. No, there's no. Anybody. I know clients that have done, tens of millions. That's what I've been told, but no issues whatsoever. Don't know many people with a lot of money, so, but some of our clients, some of our super savvy clients, some of them are wealthy because this works immediately, and they have no problems whatsoever. So that's that. Now I got your question. Sorry about that, Kathy, and thanks for that correction. Okay. Yodita asks, is there a way to put my home in the trust without it being paid off? Yeah, with a quitclaim deed, but you probably don't want to do that because there's an acceleration clause in your mortgage that makes it pay, due on sale clause. You sold it, you gave it, right, to a trust, so they'd be like, where's my money? Okay, good question. It can still be done, but that's the issue that brings up. And for complex questions, of course, I have the solution to that, and I've proven it, that I have a solution. We're going to answer questions. We're going to teach that stuff in our mentor program that we're going to restart, okay? We're going to restart it, I think, end of the month or beginning of next month, okay? Not exactly sure the date on it, but we just switched platforms today successfully. You should go look at the new website. It's unbelievable. Loads super fast. Everything's great with it. We did that successfully today. Then we're going to add the mentor program on a schedule that we already have planned out, but it's coming soon. And so those kind of questions I will be answering in the mentor program for people that really want to know every detail, what I know and all that stuff. We just can't put it out, you see, on like public stuff anymore. We can't put it on our website. We can't put it on our YouTube channel. So we have to vet everyone. We have to get everyone, only people that have used the trust, done the trust and stuff like that. There'll be an application process to get in the mentor program. You have to prove you've done the work and stuff like that to have a trust, because we just don't want any problems in there. I want to give away everything, all my knowledge and so on. I want to mentor people so that they go out there and carve up this kingdom and take it away from these that want to be controllers. Okay, that's all. I want to give the knowledge away in a way that It's really useful, doesn't waste your time. You handle it in a course way, and it's interactive. You'll be able to ask questions like this, and I'll be able to give you a long, detailed answer that you could look to the answer in the future and learn more about it, And that's the mentor program. We've done it before, and we had it as a course, Advanced Financial Solutions, but we don't have that available anymore because I want to redo it from scratch, given, there have been some changes up in this world since, that information was right before that happened. So we're going to start it from scratch now and just give you everything, okay? So look for that soon, for these complex questions and your own, because it kind of gets turned into case studies. Individual excellent questions usually relate to your own situation. So it's like, okay, here's a case study question. And we'll work through what are all the things in here, the principles, and I take the best. Well, I know what everyone needs to know, but then I also take some questions, from people in the mentor program, like, oh, okay, that's a great one. Let's get into it, okay? So look for that coming up. Anyway, Xavier Freeman, okay. If banks have financial collapse or have issues, will it impact the trust assets? Banks are insured and so on. Bank collapse, that's hilarious. The banks run everything. They'll never collapse. They'll never. That's hilarious. That's like, when they turn off the electricity, everything's going to be blah, blah, blah. No. Your TV is your programming device that forces you to do everything they want you to do. Most people, maybe not you, but pretty much everybody. Why would they be turning off the electricity to your programming device? No way. No way. Plus, almost all electricity is made from turbines which run on air, so it doesn't cost them a penny, pretty much, for your programming. In fact, you pay monthly for your programming. People do cable TV. So, yeah, no, the banks aren't turning it off. The electricity's not turning it off. It doesn't cost them anything, and it keeps everybody in their slaves in their pen. Oh, we're tracking everybody. It's cool. No, that's not gonna happen. Ever. There'll be some scares and whatnot, Oh, maybe we should wear 3 masks now because the banks are having a problem. You can't catch a bank problem if you're wearing 3rd mask, or I don't know, whatever crazy junk they're going to make up, right? Oh, that's what I meant. I just want to have crypto in my trust. Yes, you manage your own crypto. Yes, of course, you can get a Coinbase account. I have one with crypto or wherever else you want to do it. No problem. No problem. Okay. Sorry, I misunderstood your question, Chip, but yeah, no problem. C Diddy Dog. G Diddy Dog. Good. I talked to my employer about donating to my trust in exchange for my trust services. He would like more information. You need to fill out a W-9. You don't need to tell him all that stuff. You just need to fill out a W-9. There's no discussion, none of that stuff. Okay? Just on your W-9, put the trust information, and that's it. You just hand it to them, and they, send you a 1099. They send the IRS a 1099. The IRS knows your trust is non-taxable. You know your trust is non-taxable. That's the end of that. So the only thing you do for your employer is give them a W-9 with the trust information on it. That's it. That's the end of the story. That's it. If you use a W-2, that's a business. That's an interaction that can only use your business called the person. It doesn't get you out of the tax situation. So you have to get it to independent contractor or whatever and pass it, okay? So everything will be, you can still use a trust if you're in a W-2, it's just you got to pay the piper for that. Then you put everything in the trust after that. But, you didn't know about this option when you did that W-2 job and stuff. You didn't know, but now you know you can change your life around. That's all. So it comes over time. Okay? Good. I mean, but it's really just, oh, you're already employed with a W-2. Great. Well, if they don't take a W-9, there's nothing you can do about that W-2. So can you do something afterwards about, donating everything to a trust, and maybe that person gave away too much and now it owes no taxes. Maybe so. I don't stay up with all the rules. Why? I, I don't use a person. I recommend you don't. Temporarily you are okay, but you're going to get out of it, because you just didn't know, but now you know, and so you can improve your situation from here. Okay. Heal through faith. Hey Jack, I'm okay. Xavier. Oh, you'll be in the program soon. Good. Piece of cake, Xavier. Once you get in it, you love it. You'll be happy like everyone else. You'll want to make a testimonial because you watch the testimonials and like, oh my God, this works. Those people are really cool for doing that. I'll be cool too, and I'll make a testimonial. And we're here for that when you're ready. We give like a discount on your next thing or whatever you're looking for, time with me, or we make people happy that take the time to go through the trouble of using their day to make a testimonial. It's very nice and it helps people. So anyway, heal through faith. Hey Jack, I'm hearing 401ks will be wiped out. Blockchain crypto will take over. If yes, does the trust protect money in its account? Let's go through this. This is, you don't want any money in a 401k. That's in your person. If you have any in a 401k, you move it to your trust, and that's it. And so no wipeout. That's the full solution. End of that. So crypto will take over. Sure. Absolutely. Because, they say, oh, there's a math equation that makes this all fair. We're not going to show it to you. And we're not going to let you see behind the scenes. But trust me, we don't make up our own crypto. We didn't make up Bitcoin a 3 over 33, right? A 3 over 11 is a Bitcoin Lego, 33. You got we, me, 33, right? Oh, you worship the god Shadow, do you? The one with the tail and the forked. Is that right? But we can trust you that crypto is just coming out at a regular thing. You all are keeping 99% of that. Isn't like Mt. Gox blew up and you all stole it all back or nothing like that. And that wasn't obvious. Not obvious that we run everything and all the cryptos are ours to begin with, and we're going to give you like 0.1% of the whole deal as usual. So yeah, crypto's the same old slavery where they run everything behind the scenes, and of course they're going to roll it out. They already have rolled it out. Some people already use it. We're already talking crypto on here. Crypto. Same old game, just without the pieces of paper. It's the exact same people doing the exact same thing, no difference. So, crypto's good for transactions, money in, money out, okay, whatever. I don't know the script of when it's supposed to go up and then when it's supposed to go down. I'm not one of them. Sarah L. Why is it so hard for me to open the trust? I don't know. You should use my time, get it. It comes with the trust. Get a Zoom meeting. You and I will decipher that. I don't know. How would I know? I wasn't at your appointments, but when you and I talk, we can figure it out. Time comes with the trust you got. So, Sarah, you get time. You make the time on your schedule. I have some appointments. You're like, oh, I'll do that day. And then that day, you and I will talk and get through what the issue is. You see what I'm saying? We've done it once before, but the bank closed it. Okay. Because I had to have $10 minimum. Yeah. Put all your money in it. I have less than $10. My question is, I do plan to open it up at Chase, but in the meantime, why would you only have $10 of that? I don't understand. You're supposed to be using it for all your money. How is that possible? I don't. Why would you have a trust fund with only $10? You're supposed to be using it for every transaction in your entire life, business and personal. I don't get it. That makes no sense. If you're running money through it, everything's fine. Also, of course, in the directions for doing the trust, I say, open your trust at two separate banks, the same trust. In case there's an issue, you have a backup account, no problem whatsoever. I hear this story, semi-regularly, the same exact thing. I'm like, well, where's your second bank account? Because that's in the instructions for the trust. So it wouldn't be an issue. And you'd have two, you'd be like, oh, one closed. Okay, no problem. I have the other one. It won't close. It's an extremely rare experience. And you brought it up by yourself by not using your money all through there. So I don't get it. I don't understand. Don't make no sense to me. Why would you do that? You need to know. I'm doing my best with the information. I'm glad everyone's finding it useful. Since 2016, no hiccups for anyone, no problems whatsoever, no one, nothing, no problems. So, uh, that's a good question. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the same thing you're working on there. She did. Yeah. Oh, he did ask question. Oh, for someone who works for W-2, yeah. How does that help a person's tax return? I don't do tax returns. I don't. People always ask me about taxes. Like, uh, I tell you how to get out of taxes. I get that you're in a W-2 thing and you got to end it. That's your issue. You got to pay the piper in the meantime. Could you donate like a super large amount of money to a trust and then, that's an expense and you don't make money? I'm sure. Maybe, I don't know the rules of personal taxes. You go get one of them accountants, a CPA or whatever, ask away on all those questions. I get you out of taxes, every single individual. I remember this when I started this in 2016. I had been helping people with, removing their debt for a while and free houses for people and everything. And I was so successful, I can't do it anymore, honestly. I can't even do this work with you, you know. And this one, she's so wonderful. This one young lady was like, "I got your trust, so I quit my job," like that day. And I'm talking with her the next day. She had an appointment. She's like, "I got the trust yesterday. I opened it up. I quit my job." I was like, "I don't remember ever saying to do that." And then she continued right on. Like I didn't. That wasn't the end of her story. And she said, and the same, like she quit her job yesterday, right? She opened the trust, and the day we're talking, she said, "I already found a new place to be with a W-9, just like you said. It all worked out in one day." I was like, "I told you, this trust is not what people think it is. You see, you switch jurisdiction, and things change in your life a lot, and it's up to you how much you want them to change and how quickly. It's up to you. I don't recommend whatever. I'm just saying, it's up to you." So let's see, Sarah. Okay, so the mailings. All right, Darnell. Appreciate all your videos. No problem. I've had to take a couple hundred down, and a couple hundred have been taken down, but no problem. I have my automobile to trust. Good. Register plates with the state. Yes. Yeah, private plates are fake. UCC1 is fake. That's all fake. Uh, what's different about me and our school, right? I have proof that it works, and UCC1 is fake, and no one has proof that it works. So, no, I don't recommend it. It's inexpensive to get a driver's license and plates for your car. Why go through the hassle of that crap? If you want to go through some hassle with the government or bankers or stuff like that, take a whole bunch of their money. Then go through stuff with them, whatever, right? But set yourself up in a position so you can never lose a single penny ever. Why? Because your person will always have nothing. Your trust will always have whatever you have, and it can never be taken because it's not yours. Set yourself up first, you see, before you go stalking them, trying to learn out, spiritual technology, financial technology, and so on. Set yourself up right so you can't lose anything, when you go find out this information. And if you feel compelled to go, "Oh, is this real or that real?" and all this other stuff that I know, that I'm going to divulge in the mentor program, and I have for years. And I don't recommend testing it, but of course it's going to happen. People's lives are being, like put in a compressor. You need solutions for acute situations. We have them. First thing is the trust, though. You want everything you have, so can never be touched. So that's always the first thing, and can never be taxed, and so on. you know? Because I used to do it the other way. I didn't have anything. I had to fix my debt and stuff like that in a crash of '07, '08. I had nothing. They took everything. So I was like, I got to fix my credit. I did that. Showed everybody how to do that for a lot of years. And I was like, well, what do I do with what I have now? You know, what's the safe way to do that? That's the way this trust comes about. You follow? And not just me. Everyone. How's everyone safe too? Because switches jurisdiction on you too. Okay, so pay a little bit of money for those. I mean, if you can afford a car, you can afford the plates. You know what I mean? And driver's license, no big deal. Okay, and then just focus your time and energy on taking the money. Alex, taxes, yeah, taxes aren't good to pay, right? It's better to keep your money. That's what I think. Lee, okay, Leslie, sorry, my eyes. Lee, I'm sorry. I don't have a W-2. Good. Oh, well, Asper else has a corporate W-2 job and keeping their job, and they are interested in trust. Okay. Yeah, they'd have to ask their accountant if there's a way to get out of that. So, you want that corporate job, you pay that corporate petty, you see, but none of their money's safe because they don't have a trust. It's not only about that. It's about, well, what if you get to, the day before your corporate job ends and, the government, the bankers, the IRS, who know everything about everyone, right? Just decide that he or she, right, they broke a rule. And they now owe taxes for, I don't know, everything in their 401k. And they just empty that account. And they have nothing. And they kept their job and all that, and they got no trust, and now they have zero. You don't think they do that? I hear stories like that. When I used to help out with a debt, I can't tell you how many times I heard from older women, right, that paid off their house, paid off their mortgage, been living in for years, and their husband dies, and the bank, right, just forecloses on their house. They already paid off the whole thing. And they've been living there, and so on. The bank still forecloses to take their house. They don't care. They're just evil. They don't care. They just, it's an older woman that they can't do anything, and they just steal the house. That's a regular occurrence. You think it's not, but I heard it plenty. So you want to put it in the trust. You want to put anything you have in the trust. Doesn't matter whether you're working a corporate this or that. That's not a decision on whether or not to get the trust. That's just, okay, I got to move to a different situation where my expertise is more valued and I get to take home some more pay and, give the government nothing. And, they do that over time. You're looking for another position over time. It'll come up, you see? All right. See, Diddy. So I don't have to search for it. Can you tell me the IRS code for the trust? I don't know what that means. It's a 501c3. That's it. It's a nonprofit 501c3. That's the code. Okay, there we go. Joseph, hey, Jack. Did O.J. Simpson have a trust? O.J. Simpson? I don't know if she did. And I don't know, really if there was one O.J. Simpson or if there were 10 or I don't know much, wasn't one of my friends or nothing like that. And the evil controls, I don't even know if they physically existed. I never saw her play, put on a uniform or nothing like that. Civil lawsuit, won a case, awarded $30 million. I remember that OJ's assets were seized, but the family's got no money. Oh, that's a script, dude. Yeah, there was no actual trial or nothing happened. They do these things on TV like, like a TV show to train you what to do and what not to do. So you got to be scared, and the law is coming after you and watching everything, and that's like a TV show to keep the slaves in line, right? They're gonna follow you and check every glove, and man, cops don't care about nothing. They're busy. You don't even want to know. Like I just told you, they're stealing old ladies' houses. Somebody's got to move that white powder, right? All the other substances up in here. You think that's gangs and stuff? No. What are you kidding me? Comes off them big gray ships from the military, goes out to the cops, and that's how all, substances and things are distributed by them. Come on. Every news story is fake. Just, I've never been in print. Once I was, it's funny, years ago. Wow, this must have been 2013, 2012, 2013, somewhere in there. I was living in Asheville, and I got interviewed on a local TV station. Really nice guy, and I just I knew what's coming into sort of regular talk now, like the real shape of the earth and everything. I knew about that. I just knew so much past what everyone knew, and I was able to get on there, and he was just really, he was nice and polite and so on, and we had a good little chat on his show, and he calls me up. He's like, "Hey, I got this other show I'm doing. I want you to come on. I'm doing a guest host." And I was like, "Whatever, sure, yeah, why not? I'm trying to help people." I get on. It's a national show called the Art Bell Show. Okay, this guy got asked to do a show, and he had me on there. And I was talking about how to get out of debt, and then it's all a scam and so on, and the details of it was hilarious. And I got an email from a listener, because it was live, okay? And I got an email from someone who had been like, I listened to Art Bell for 30 years or something. I never heard of who it was. I had to look up who it was. Big deal, whatever. And I got an email from one of these long-term listeners, and it said, do you know that it said, this is what the email said to me. It said, every Art Bell episode is archived. I was like, and that's the email. It's like, I didn't know that. I read that, and she said, do you know that the show you were on is the only Art Bell show that has ever been pulled that isn't archived? And it was pulled and not archived within the hour. I thought that was interesting. You'll never find my name in print anywhere. You'll never be on a TV show. I'll never be interviewed by anyone. I will be put to death right on Facebook, right? Isn't that funny? Right on when was that? 1/8/2016, right? 1/8/2016, yeah. Notarized death certificate, created by Mark Zuckerberg, right? And then memorialized my account. He died. That was a dumb thing to do. You can't kill me? Oh, that's all that told me. You can't touch us. Great, thank you. And it's true. Change your jurisdiction with this trust, you can't be touched. So, yeah. All that OJ is fake. You got to make, I was going to say, I have a lemon joke. I don't have an orange joke. Orange 33, right? I got to make comedy out of limes, right? Anyway, they're powerless, so no worries. Christian Mission Trust. Hey, Jack, just hanging out. Cool. The great team in the Northwest. Love it. Orlando. Will. All right, I'm down in near Sarasota, homie. Florida. Go through faith. Jack. Old TV show where re-education, right? Cameras lie, the earth is flat. The ground we're on is a relative plane with topography, and we're inside a crystal sphere, rainbows prove that, yes. Art Bell has good Bigfoot interviews. Oh, does he now? Interviewing Bigfoot, oh, sweet. Deep State Lounge. Yeah, see, I never heard of him. That was way back then, and it was just a funny moment. Okay, so Jack says, never pay taxes. That's right. Special rules with respect to 501c3 organizations. So this is U.S. Code 26, right? What is that? That's the IRS code. And this is special rules with respect to section 501c3 organizations. What is a 501c3 organization? That's one that doesn't pay taxes. Okay? That's it. What does it say? New organizations must notify secretary that they are applying for recognition of section 501c3 status. And then it says, except as provided in subsection C. Really? So you have to let the secretaries of the IRS know, right? There's an application process. You want to be 501c3. And then it says, except in section C. Okay, well, let's do the except part because applying sucks. It's expensive and they can yank it, right? Oh, you're not 501c3 anymore. This one, no. You're always 501c3, right? So what does it say down there? C, exceptions. Uh, okay, mandatory exceptions. Great, mandatory. Great. So what does it say under A? Churches. Yeah, you heard of that mandatory one, right? Comma. They're integrated auxiliaries. Another church thing. Cool. Comma and. Okay, that's quite a separation. Comma and. Conventions. Okay, that's not a church thing. Cool. Or association of churches. Okay, that's 3 churches and 1 convention, which a convention is agreement between 2 parties. So that's in a trust, that's an agreement between the grantor and the trustee. And you could hold both positions, right? Or it's like, oh, you need 2 parties or 2 persons. Okay, persons has multiple definitions. It could be your natural person and your corporate person. Make an agreement. Hey, that's easy because there's only one individual involved, you. So you can start a trust which is mandatory, right? It's mandatory that you don't have to pay taxes. Fantastic, great. Okay, what about that whole reporting thing? Same deal. Okay, let's read the code. Again, IRS code, 26 US code, that's IRS code. Section, that's that weird squiggly mark, section, that means 6033, returns by exempt organizations. Oh, here we go again. Except, right? This says you have to do returns, right? Okay, all right. Except as provided in paragraph. Crap, it's so small. Two. Okay, boy. Oh, okay, so except you have to, okay, then it says you have to report. Let's say, what's this exception? Let's look down there again. Mandatory exceptions. Church, same exact wording, right? Churches, comma, they are integrated auxiliaries, comma and conventions or association of churches. Okay, cool. So conventions, excellent. All right, that's good to know, right? The IRS says it right there. Let's see, what do we got here? What's the average time it takes to get high limit credit cards? There is no average, Andy. For your trust, you have to go open the trust. If you have good personal credit, you could maybe do it in a week after you open the trust. Okay, how's that? If you don't, can be impossible. You know, but you get a lot of other credit. So, Christian, it's all rich man's magic, right? Yeah, it's some magic, right? But you can partake in the magic. So what can you use this trust for? In other words, you're using this trust to put everything in, right? So you protect everything. What does that mean? What is assets? Money, crypto, right? Yeah, you can have a trust account with that. Your car, any vehicle, any boat, any mobile home, any of that. That's done at the DMV. You go down there, bring your trust. You're like, okay, I want the title in the name of this trust. And they do it, and that's it. Any real estate can go in the name of the trust. Yes. Put it in, and then you could, after your real estate goes in the name of the trust, you could apply your county for your tax exemption, no property taxes. What else? Your business. Yeah, you could use this trust for your bank account, for your Stripe account, for your, PayPal, however you interact out there in business. You could use the trust. Doesn't matter what you do. You never trip any alarms or do any things where you report taxes or pay taxes. Doesn't matter what you've been taught. Doesn't matter. And guess what? Nothing happens out there on the customer end of your business. Nothing happens. Okay, just business as usual. You just change your bank account and your payment gateway. Nothing else changed. Darnell has a question. I was trying to get a car insurance with a trust name, but they were, yeah. So I recommend, again, you got to follow the instructions, Darnell. Put the title and the name of the trust, and the registration stays in the name of the person, so getting insurance is easy, no problem, and your insurance stays exactly the same, no changes for what I just brought up. Okay? So that's the answer to that question. So how easy is this to do, right? This is super easy. I talk about this a lot, try to explain it a lot, but doing it, super simple. You go into our class, you watch a little few videos on the instructions, really, line by line of the instructions, right? They come with it. And then you like choose the name and address of your trust based on your trading, which is easy to do. Print out your documents, get your EIN, make your appointment to the bank. Oh, hi. I opened a trust account. I would like to open a trust account. Can I make an appointment? Yes. Oh my God, you have trust? You must be loaded. Get in here. And they walk you through it, and that's it. Get your debit card, your money goes in there. That's all there is to it. There's nothing to it. We made it super easy. You don't want it to be hard, do you? You want it to be easy. We made it super easy, okay? All right, let's get into this. Jack, I really need to get it in black and white. That you're saying this is a 501c3 nonprofit, and you did not get an exemption letter. You did not apply. It's already a nonprofit. Automatically. That's what you're telling me. I can't believe that. Okay, well, why don't you read it in black and white from the government again? And this time from the SBA, and you'll be stoked because you're like, okay, I'm not worried. That worry went away. Great. So this is super recent. This is about the EIDL and PPP program. Okay, still going on, some of that. So this is like now, all right? This information is put out by the government now. You could go look this up on Google. You would Google SBA FAQ faith-based organizations. This PDF will pop up. This is page 2 of that PDF. It's a short thing, but you can read it from them. I just took a photo, and here's a little image of what it says. You can go look it up yourself right now while you're watching it if you want. Okay, so a fact, frequently asked question, okay. Regarding participation of faith-based organizations in the PPP and EIDL program, cool. How will churches qualify if they've not been informed of tax-exempt status by the IRS? Well, that's quite a leading question there. It says there's a way around. You're tax-exempt without applying. It says it right there in the question. It's going to say it again here. It's going to restate the same question twice. Do organizations have to request and receive tax-exempt status or just meet the requirements of 501c3 status to be eligible? See, this trust has 501c3 status, means it's a nonprofit. So let's read. Churches, and then there's this. Churches, integrated auxiliaries, and conventions or associations of churches qualify for PPP and EIDL as long as they meet the requirements of 501c3 of the IRS. Great. And all the PPP and EIDL requirements, right? That makes sense. Here's the kicker. Such organizations are not required to apply to the IRS to receive tax-exempt status. See 508C1A. And we already did see that, remember? And that is the mandatory exception that allows any organization that, uses this method to be tax-exempt without application, okay? What's different about us here at Liberty Aid Academy? What's different? We have support for you, like all this, sovereignty is a hoax, obviously, all this other nonsense out there on the internet has no proof, has no team, has no support. We have a team, we've been here, we're going to be here, we've been here a long time. I've been doing this a long time, a decade now. Oh my God, I can't believe how long I've been doing this. It's so good. And what's different about us that no other school has? Yale doesn't have it, right? Stanford, no. MIT, nope. Harvard, nope. They don't have any testimonials of positive outcomes from their, going to school with them with a notarized affidavit. No, this is me. This has really happened. This is my testimonial. No schools have that. No lawyers have that. No accountants have that. You can't trust any of them. You're just pissing away your money over there. But this, you can trust us. That's what's different about this school and everywhere else. Andy has a question. I tried to open one at Wells Fargo and they sent it to their legal team. Great. Okay. Because of what? Because they, yeah. And and in the training, right? I have with that comes with the business finance course. It says, you know, since Wells Fargo and Bank of America are the only two banks that will not issue credit cards in the name of trust, I don't recommend banking there. You can. I have gotten a bank account at several actually at Bank of America, and other people have got them at Wells Fargo. But why bank with banks that don't issue credit in the name of a trust? I wouldn't do it. You see, and now they don't even do bank accounts in the name of a trust. So why bank with them? No, no, I wouldn't do it. You see, that's why I recommend against them. And so again, Andy, I say have a bank account at two separate banks for your trust, not one, not one. And so if someone was to be like, you get a hard time, you can't open one somewhere, you have a backup, no problem. Do that. Will Velez, in God we trust. Yeah. Is that a crush? Yeah. We be 33, right? Right? The horde one, right? With the tail, right? The ruler of hell, we be 33, right? Some people trust in we, but see, this changes the jurisdiction over, yeah. And so everyone's soul is signed, right? But you remove that jurisdiction, you're no longer under their jurisdiction, and they can't apply services that you no longer want. So, yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. So, how to build credit and money for the trust? Andy, no problem, no problem. And listen, hey, email, come on now. If you're trying to work on something with us, and of course, listen, we do this for your success, okay? We don't want you to hit any kind of hurdle and sit there, okay? You have any little hang up whatsoever, email us, please. We need to keep you going. You'll be like, oh, I don't know if this trust works. Oh, yeah, it does. They're trying to give you a hard time down at that one bank. So what? Go to another branch. Go to another bank. Do an application online. Go to another place. Get this done. You feel me? Like, don't sit around and wallow with this. Do it. Okay? The second you get it done, the second is no more money for the government, and all your assets are safe from then on out. So just really just do it. Any hurdle, email us, please. Okay, we want your money safe. Okay, that's all we care about. We don't want your money or nothing. We want them not to have it and you to have it. That's all we care about. You see, you know, times are tough. You know, families have a hard time. It's not easy to keep a roof over your head and food in your belly for your family. This helps. Okay. You know, you operate that trust, and you could. What, you're not using your person anymore. So your person, that business qualifies for EBT food stamps, $250 a month. So that's $3,000 first year, right? That's 41% return on this trust just from that. I didn't even mention no taxes. Okay, so yeah, you could get anything in this trust. It comes with it now. How to build credit, get that PPP, EIDL, whatever they have going, right? Credit cards, lines of credit, auto loans, and so on. That's what we have to teach you too. It comes with the trust now. Bank where you want. Where can I do this? Where you're currently banking, or go somewhere else. Like I say, don't stop, you know. You could get something for, you know, if you have some assets that are liquid. Get a Schwab account for your trust, TD Ameritrade. E-Trade, yeah, like that, you know. So this is just a course, and you get it's actually two courses. You get the trust, you open the trust, and then you also get the Business Finance 101, which gives you information how to build credit for your trust. Okay, you get them together and some of my time. Okay, so if you need me, I'm here, and you get any email question, we answer. All right. You get everything you need plus more. Because you need the how to build credit element, because you don't want to set up your trust fund to sort of you don't want to have to backtrack and make any changes. You see, you just start it like that. All right. Any questions? It's contact@liberty8academy.org. That's it. Okay, we have live chat, certain hours too on the website. So, but just if something come up, we can answer whatever it is. But if something's come up now, ask please. We're here. Okay. Tiffany's here, and she wants to know: anyone here have an Uphold account for crypto? Okay. Open an account in other. Okay. A lawyer. Yeah. But here's the thing, Tiffany. Not every place has to accept a trust account. There are plenty other. Okay, you don't have an Uphold account. I have a Coinbase account. There are other accounts you could get that may not be an Uphold account. It's like a bank can say, "Oh no, we don't do that type of trust." Okay, but most do. You see, so you don't want to get a lawyer on it. It's just what services they provide. You see, are they going to start, pretending like they're not going to give accounts for this trust? A little bit, but come on. Trust accounts are what the wealthy use at all these banks and stuff. They can't stop banking with trusts. That's where most of the money, that is in Earth is in trusts. It's just they own it. Okay. All right. Look, everyone, you need to get this trust. It's really simple to open. We're here to help you. Um, credit credit cards are better too. With business credit cards are better than personal ones. The annual fees are lower and the benefits are higher. Okay? So, and it actually helps to carry balances on a business credit profile, where that's a negative thing on a personal credit profile. Okay? Will has an admissions meeting next week. Cool. Excellent. That's fantastic. Uh, you could ask them stuff, but not me. Cool. I don't handle those calls. So if you want an answer from me, ask it here. But no problem. Good. Happy to hear that. Anything else, people? We did the trust crash course, get out of paying taxes for the rest of your life, right? I love that. Um, so many benefits to this, and so many, so many things. Get in the mentor program coming up, but really start the trust, change your life forever. Once you get it, you don't get another trust or whatever. That's it. Your money is safe forever. You're never paying taxes from that moment forward. Okay, uh, and it's totally legal. No problems for anyone. I I'm on here twice a week now doing this trust crash course. We're doing Mondays at noon, and we're doing Thursdays at 7 p.m. Okay, so this is the only place that I'm going to be live. Okay, that uh, for answering questions. It's just because people want to see. Oh, okay, I want to see you answer those tough questions. Yeah, there aren't any actually tough questions. This is really easy stuff. It's uncomplicated. Once you have the fundamentals, really you don't think about it anymore. It's invisible, kind of. You're just still using a debit card and credit cards. Nobody knows. You see, you never knew people are out there in the world operating these trusts, living a tax-free life, but they are. And they have been. It's just I found them out. And now anyone can do this, you see? Uh, all this information is copyrighted. I'm the first one that's done it. It's copyrighted. I have the proof. Everyone's happy with it. So I'm glad y'all come. I'm not seeing any more questions. I recommend you get the course. We just got on a new platform today. I'm really stoked about it. We got some new material in our like Business Finance 101 stuff and so on. So I think the website's crazy fast loading now. It's completely different. We just, put the school together before we added different components. Now we're with one back end, and it's just flawless and seamless. It's so much easier for us to give you service and for you to get service from us. So, all right. Thanks for coming, everyone. You all have a wonderful weekend. I'm going to be here Monday. Okay. I know it's not the weekend yet, but I'm just saying my next live one is Monday at noon. So thank you for coming. Have a wonderful evening. There's no concerns or worries about